This is Record Royale, where we throw two albums into the ring with one another and see which one comes out on top. Hey, have I mentioned, the TV show Ted Lasso?
Ted Lasso? No,
On
what's
the pod?
that?
No.
It's on, on the pod. It's on Apple TV. I think Apple TV Plus. I don't know, whatever the streaming service is on Apple TV.
Yeah.
And it's created by the same guy who made Scrubs. So I was like, yeah, I'll check it out. And it's really good. It's really good. It's about an American football coach from Kansas, who goes to Richmond in England to coach a Premier League team. So it's ridiculous because and the thing is he doesn't know anything about soccer.
Right.
Which is like straight up ridiculous. That would never happen. But it's really funny and it's really good. You should check it out.
Who plays him?
Jason
Segel? Or
No.
that would be awesome.
Like it's gonna look it up. Jason, and it's really good. Oh, no, he's good. So yeah, that's it. Sudeikis.
Yeah.
There's only 10 episodes in a season, but it was really good. When they show the actual soccer, it's like oh boy. But besides that, it's really good.
What's the I don't think I've ever met anyone that has the Apple TV streaming service.
Yeah, do you have to pay for that?
What else is on it?
I just use my mum's.
Yeah, true. Well, is there anything else cool on it?
Never even bothered looking. Just only asked for the password.
Has it got the hooly
Ted
doolies?
Lasso. Yeah, the hooly
It's got the hooly doolies. I'm in, baby.
We were gonna do the hooly doolies today,
Yeah.
but instead we're doing the Wiggles and Hi-5. The Wiggles, Toot Toot.
Yeah.
I don't know how many albums they have, but this is like ridiculous. And then we're doing Hi-5 Celebrate. Now shout out to everyone in our Record Royale Epic Facebook group Royale on Facebook. 150 plus. I actually don't know how many people are in there who decided that it would be good for us to cover the Wiggles and Hi-5. I mentioned last episode that we had some good suggestions in there, which we will do down the line.
Yeah.
Kiss Jacey series.
That's coming.
That's got to be done.
Stella Donnelly, Andrew McMahon. They will be done. But no, the good people wanted Hi-5 and the Wiggles. All right, here's a quick fire question for you right now.
Yep.
All right, check this out. The Wiggles are playing at your local pub, supported by Hi-5. How much do you pay?
Oh.
Original cast for both?
Original cast for both. Like all the hits, and it's just beers all night. And the Wiggles are on the beers with you. And it's like a really intimate setting. Maybe like a 200 capacity.
Right.
I don't know. After the last 2 days, I reckon 3 days ago, I would have said, I'll pay $100, probably. I'll pay $100 for that.
I'm thinking
But if they're with you,
today.
if you're hanging out with them.
What would you do, Brad? What are you paying for that? What are you putting down?
You're pretty much paying $100 just to say you went, kind of thing, because you wouldn't really like it. It wouldn't be that good. I mean, the beers would be good, obviously.
I reckon you'd have to ask me what, like, night of, and I'm already pissed.
Yeah.
And then I'd be like, great
$100.
idea, I'll pay $100.
Yeah.
And then I would do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, mate. And
Right
2
now,
weeks
I
ago,
would- you wouldn't be able
after
to pay
listening
me
to this,
to go.
I'd be like, nah. Dude.
You're very right, Brad. It's
Yeah.
more just so you can say you went.
Yeah.
And like look back in 20 years and be like, I saw them.
They
8 beers
They
deep.
played, the Wiggles played it in Melbourne
Yeah.
like 2 years
Yeah.
ago.
They
I
played
saw
for the
that.
bushfire relief this year, I think, as well. In Sydney somewhere, I think.
It'd be pretty fun.
Yeah, it would be.
Wahoo! Hey, before we get into the albums, I was going through our old before we started the podcast. What other names we were potentially going to call it after we settle on Record Royale? All right, let's hear some of these. All right, some of these are really, really bad. All of them are bad. Record Royale is like on paper not that good, but compared to these, whew. All right, so we got Pick Your Record.
But what?
Play
Are you serious?
Play the record. Take your pick. That is like not even trying that one. Far out. Record your pick. Get it? Record. They're spelt the same. Oh boy. Record combat.
Oh. I think that was mine. That was definitely mine, I think.
Record war. Fucking hell.
Album on album, record on record. They're two separate ones.
Yep.
Record rank, record choice, handsy hook. That was one of yours, Brad. What does that even mean?
Got the handsy hook. I think it was like a basketball
Handsy
sort of.
hook.
Handsy hook.
That's like a
That's
maybe
decent.
a shit
That's-
band
That sounds
name.
like
That's
a
one out of all
murderer.
American.
The handsy hook. That like
The hash
killer.
slinging slasher.
The handsy
Yeah.
hook killer. Yeah. Keep
the
going.
handsy hook of Heather Bray, and then down for the 4-4,
Yeah.
which is funny.
It's good.
Yeah.
Pretty crap.
Down for the 4-4,
Down for
meaning 4-4 timing.
Yep.
Shout out to all you musos out there.
Yeah. Fucking hell.
I'm sure there were more as well,
Yeah.
and they were all bad.
They were
No
shitty
wonder
ass.
it took us so long to start this podcast.
And then
But-
you picked this name, and
And I
then we said, yeah, good. And then you were like, no.
He backtracked.
And you
yeah.
just backtracked your own one. And then it was just
Yeah.
like a weird battle between me and Brad to you for your own idea.
I wanted down for the 4-4 so badly.
Yeah. Fair enough. It's pretty good.
Oh.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I was just thinking down for the count, like boxing,
Yeah.
and then because we're throwing two albums into the
Yeah.
ring,
Yeah.
and then 4-4 music timing.
It's too
Oh.
deep of a joke, I reckon.
It's way too smart. Yeah, I get it. I'm pretty intellectual, and my academic credits trump all you guys. Anywho, let's get into the episode. I
Yeah,
say.
let's do it.
Before we do, please subscribe to the show, whatever platform you're on,
or else.
so you don't miss an ep. And drop us a 5-star review because that shit really helps. Hey, we are the number 18th music podcast in New Zealand.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Let's go.
The other day we were 80th in Estonia.
Estonia. It's so... But I feel like... Do you reckon there's just
Shout
not
to
that
Estonia.
many... But how are we even getting over to New Zealand?
Who knows? Wait, if
What's-
anyone's from New Zealand listening,
Yeah, thanks,
legit
guys.
hit us up. Hit us up on Twitter or Instagram because
Mm.
we don't know how we're that high in
No.
the NZ. Let's call it the NZ. All right, let's move on.
Yeah.
But yes, please drop us a review and a 5-star rating. We love you very much. All right, so the Wiggles. The Wiggles, a children's
Let's
music
go.
group formed in 1991, formerly known as the Cockroaches. That's the band that a few of the members played in. At the time of this album, the Wiggles, and this was the OG classic lineup,
Yeah.
consisted of Greg Page, the Yellow Wiggle, Anthony Field, the Blue Wiggle, Murray Cook, the Red Wiggle, and Jeff Fatt, the Purple Wiggle.
Mm.
Yeah,
Of
Jeff.
course, you know Jeff. Wake up, Jeff.
Yeah.
This album, Toot Toot, I feel like a bellend saying it. Toot Toot was their 9th album. 9th. Released on
Wow.
February 10th, 1998 by ABC Music, which I've never heard of, but they've put out albums from Tim Rogers, Ben Lee, Jimmy Barnes. So, solo projects from
Yeah, right.
pretty
Aussie heroes,
established
you could
artists.
say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was produced by Paul Field, which is Anthony's brother, who was also a member of the Cockroaches, and he became the managing director of the Wiggles. So they're keeping it in the
Interesting.
family. No official singles because why would come on? But some of the big hits, on this album include.
Yeah, we know what the singles are, though.
Yeah, you know what the
know.
big hits
Yeah.
are. If not, let me jog your memory. Toot Toot Chugga Chugga, Big
Classic.
Red Car, actual classic,
It's a classic.
good
Classic.
Dorothy the Dinosaur.
Classic.
Go on.
Yep.
Captain Feathersword's Raincoat Story. What a ballad that is. Head, Shoulders, Knees and Toes. Now, if you don't know Head, Shoulders, Knees and Toes, you've been living under a rock.
Yeah.
Because
That's
is
That's
a
just
track.
that's just an important part
that's a
of
rite of passage. That's
so
all.
it's an
Yeah.
important part of human
That's a part of
brain
growing up.
development.
Yeah.
and Henry the Octopus. So
Yeah.
some real key characters to the Wiggles lore
Oh,
introduced on this
Don't forget
album.
Wags the dog
sure.
as well.
Yep.
All of them.
Yep.
A crowd favourite.
There are some deep cuts which we'll get into,
Yeah.
but man, they hit hard.
Mm.
This album won the 1998 ARIA Music Award for Best Children's Album.
Yep.
They have also earned several platinum, double platinum, and multi-platinum records, as well as selling over 23 million DVDs
Oh my God.
and 7 million CDs. That's
Whoa.
not just his album, but their whole career. And
Yeah.
on average, they've performed to about 1 million people each year.
Holy
Good
dickhole.
lord.
That's a lot.
Yeah, so they're they did pretty well for themselves. I
Yeah.
think.
Big time.
They.
You know Murray Cooks from Orange?
Is he?
Yeah, and my mum and dad, I think, were friends with his brother. So they used to go to Roundaby's house all the time.
Hell
before
yeah.
he was
Muzza.
the guitarist of the
Wiggle.
Wiggles, yeah.
Yeah.
There you go,
Right,
fun
yeah.
fact.
Shadow Orange.
They broke into a market that no one even thought
Oh,
of doing.
genius.
Well, like they did anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, in 1998, another children's music group was formed, Hi-5.
Amazing.
Okay, I didn't know this. So, obviously I knew that it was a TV show. So, it debuted, originally the idea was just for a TV show. But the songs were, like, strong enough to stand on their own. So, they kind of made it with the music.
Yeah.
So, the members of Hi-5 were just employees of the brand. And Hi-5 was owned by the Nine Network.
Yeah.
So, as opposed to the Wiggles who owned everything, they have like equity in the Wiggles brand. Hi-5 were just employees.
Yeah.
Right.
Like freaking lab rats. But the original members were Kelly Crawford, Kathleen DeLeon Jones, Nathan Foley, Dr. Nathan, Tim Harding, and Charlie Robinson. Oh boy. Celebrate, this album was their 5th studio album, released on the 10th of October 2002 by Sony Wonder, which is Sony's kids division. It was certified gold in Australia, and it won the 2003 ARIA Music Award for Best Children's Album. Also, of course, no singles, but some of the hits you may know: Celebrate, Going Out, and ENERGY.
What a track that is.
Energy. More energy.
Yeah, that actually goes off.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the elements. Where do we begin?
Who's got to
Because
take?
I have some serious notes.
All right,
Alright,
you
kick it
start
off.
then. Yeah.
I genuinely had a great time listening to these, because every time I put them on, I just smiled and laughed and was like, oh man, oh to be 5.
Yeah. There were points. I think I got past the honeymoon phase of especially the Wiggles album pretty quickly. The voices on it. I can't stand Captain Feathersword or Dorothy the Dinosaur.
Do you have beef with Captain
He
Feathersword?
can get fucked. He just
Mr.
him
Krabs.
and Dorothy the Dinosaur. Their voices are just like
Oh.
Wait, they are so unapologetically, is that a word?
yeah.
Australian. Like,
Yeah.
how Australian are their
Yeah.
accents? Everyone on the album.
Yeah. the-
Wahoo! Hey,
Yeah.
hey, Anthony, what are you doing today?
Greg.
Hey.
He's
Oh, what's
crazy.
on the Captain Feathersword's raincoat story, where he's just like, what does he
He
say?
goes
He's just like,
crazy.
got absolutely soaked. Whoa! Just like every single time he says anything, he's just like, whoa!
Yeah,
It's
it's
like,
so
oh
over the
my
top. I mean,
God.
obviously they make
Ah,
it for kids.
yeah.
Yeah,
Hey, but when it comes down to it, there's just some really important messages on this album.
Yeah.
Keep trying. Be nice.
Yeah.
Teamwork. You can't hate on this Wiggles album.
No.
Toot Toot.
there was points of it that were kind of weird. I thought, what was that song, John Bradlem?
That's okay. Think about this. If you had to listen to that song for an hour in a row, you would be straight to the solitary confinement room. I reckon.
It was sending me
insane.
crazy.
It
All I've
is
got
wh-
written for that is so scary.
Yeah,
I
I think
was
it's like
so
the
terrified.
stuff that murderers are made of. Honestly, like that song.
Those
could-
laughs.
Yeah. Oh.
And they get more like, there's like a weird countdown in it, and the kids get like louder.
Yeah.
I think that
It's
it like
psychotic.
I felt like I was gonna get killed at the end of it.
Yeah, and because it keeps changing key, it keeps going up and up and up. Oh,
Yeah,
I felt
So
on edge
scary.
after listening to that for sure.
yeah.
I was looking on Genius at the lyrics. Genius, according to Genius, shout out Genius when you're sponsoring the pod. Toot Toot Chugga Chugga Big Red Car. They put in it, this is like a quote, a song that could unfortunately be about kidnapping and drugging. I was like, I think it's just about a big red car. Hey,
Yeah,
Like,
I don't reckon.
I
it
don't
is.
think there's any substance
Righto,
to it.
genius. Yeah.
I love how they said unfortunately, like it was.
Yeah,
about,
unfortunately, but unfortunately, it's about kidnapping.
unfortunately,
and
I
drugging.
really like this song, but it's about drugging, so I'm not allowed.
No legends. It's about a car that was red and big.
Yeah.
And you better believe they're driving it all day long. Wait, on the Hi-5 album, I think it's the first song. It's like a Latin America vibe.
Yeah,
pretty
there's a
Ricky
couple.
Martin-esque.
There was a.
Yeah, I've got a bit of Ricky Martin
I was
vibes.
I wrote down Ricky Martin or that what was that? Do you remember that J-Lo song? Like that first J-Lo song? And she sung it at the Super Bowl or something, and it was like, I don't know.
Is it together?
Yeah. Oh,
Is it
that's
one?
not. That's Shakira, but same
Okay.
era.
I always
But
think like that. Here we go. Ole,
Yeah.
ole, ole. That's all that same sort of progression. Yeah.
Yeah.
What a
Who would have thought? They bend a lot of genres on this Hi-5 album.
Yeah,
genre bending.
I thought
That's a
the
bit much. That's a bit much.
the songs themselves, I thought, were probably better on the Hi-5 album, but I don't know if it's got the messages there.
No, it doesn't.
Wait, this album is so confusing.
Yeah, what is it about?
There's a lot of points that it doesn't feel like it's a kid's album.
Yeah.
The song "Move It," it's just about like
Going to the club.
going to the club.
Yeah.
Like it's
Like
about
it talks about DJs.
going to the club.
There's no DJs at kids'
like
parties,
it's like a 2002
especially in 2002.
song that you would hear at like an average pub or nightclub
Yeah.
across Australia.
Yeah,
And like, the Wiggles are all about teaching you a lesson. Hi-5, like legit all over the shop.
all of the songs are just about like being more energetic and like doing,
Yeah.
which I feel like parents would be like, stop telling that to my kid. I don't like. I want
They're
them
trying
to
to go to
calm
sleep.
down.
Yeah.
They're like,
Yeah.
please tell them to go to sleep and
Well,
eat,
think about this.
which is what the Wiggles do. You know, they're very clear with their
Hi-5
messages.
was probably on in the morning, right? So they're
Yeah.
trying to get them up. They're trying to
Yeah.
get them cracking for the big day. So maybe
Yeah.
that was their plan. But I agree. Move It as well. That is song. It's about like dancing in the club.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
Hey, I got some lyrics as well. Okay, so this is from Going Out. This song,
This
the
is
song's
just
called
about
Out.
going out to the club.
Are you ready? We're going to go out and climb a tree before the day is out. Check out the beach. It's really far out. Catch a wave and swim like a trout.
So good.
What? A trout?
Like a trout, you'll drown. If you try to swim like that.
Swim
in
like
the
a
sea
trout.
As a child.
A trout.
If you just do that in
What?
the water, you'll die.
No. Just had to
Wait, there are some like full-on pop-punk guitar chord progression
Yeah.
on drum beats.
On
Especially
this album,
Going Out.
though.
On
Yeah, going
sure.
out. Yeah, it's just like that's Blink 182. Take off your pants and jacket.
there was
Similar lyrics as well, like Blink.
you know
In the car on my very first. In the car, I just can't even remember the lyrics. In the car, I just can't wait
Yeah.
to pick her up on a very first date.
very similar.
That's the equivalent to and swim like a trout.
Inside
Same
my
thing,
heart,
yeah.
you know Bieber Doobie? The singer, the current musician. There's a few tracks on this, like especially with the female leads, that sound very like her, I think. And like I like her, but I kind of think Hi-5 had like a bit of a vibe going back in the day.
Yeah.
So musically, anyway. But yeah, the lyrics, I don't know if they're that great for kids. I think the arias were
and-
wrong.
Yeah, me too. Maybe there just wasn't any competition because
That could
they're
be
hard
the
to
crack.
sing along to as
Yeah.
well
Yeah,
for kids.
definitely.
Hey,
Yeah,
do you
they're all
reckon
pretty
here's-
quick, eh?
Hey, here's a take that is not true, but I'm going to present it anyway. So the Wiggles, came out in 1998. Every song is like a minute long. Do you reckon hardcore bands looked at the Wiggles and were like, damn, they got the right idea. Don't
Yeah.
bore us, get to the chorus.
Yeah, I reckon that's for
Of
sure.
course.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think
There's
that's
some
how it
elegance
It's
to
works.
it.
definitely from the
Because-
Direct
Wiggles.
correlation between the Wiggles and bands like Joyce Manor.
Yeah, I think so. That's exactly
Yeah.
it. That's where they get their steeds from. But I think they what was I going to say? Oh, I have a weird Hi-5 story. When
Okay.
I was a kid, my mum took me to a live filming of a Hi-5 at, and
Really?
it
Whoa, that's
completely broke my heart because I just thought that they played the song once and then you're kind of just there in the show and then they do like the whole show. No, they did the first song, like the opening track. Oh, of course, like because that's how any production works. They played it about 20 times and the kids just had to look more and more enthusiastic. And
Oh.
in between
It's
takes,
torture.
all of the actors were just like, they look so broken. They like didn't want to talk or anything.
How old were you?
I was probably like 4 or 5, but I
Yeah,
remember
right.
Mum was like, "The fuck is this shit?"
Oh my god.
That'd be so traumatic for both parties.
Yeah,
Everyone
that's not
in
something
tears.
kids should be.
Yeah. Maybe that's
Should-
why
should
I'm
have to go
so
through that, eh? Don't you?
narcissistic now in my older years. I'm so angry. That's
Did
where
you
it's come
guys
from.
ever see?
High five.
Did you guys ever see the Wiggles live?
Yeah, baby.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't
I
know.
saw him at Newcastle Entertainment Centre when
Yeah.
I was 4 years old. My mum
Damn.
and one of my preschool friends, and it went off. I still remember being in like the nosebleed section and being like, "Fuck yeah!"
I remember. Well, I don't remember it.
Let's
But
go! Bunch of finger pointing. Toot, toot, chugga, chugga.
my mum tells me a story about how we went and they were handing out like free guitars or something. Like
Whoa.
but they were like blow up guitars
Oh,
so
yeah.
that everyone
True.
could pretend. And they like said all the kids come up the front and grab like a balloon. And apparently I just thought that they wanted people to go up there and play guitar. And mum was like, yeah, go up. And I was like, I don't know how to do that. Like, don't. And I like started crying. I was like, putting me through
man.
this
Aw.
pressure.
You have not had good experiences with these
No,
two
I
bands.
haven't. No. But I still love them.
No wonder.
Still love them both.
Okay.
Deep down.
One thing that I just forgot, they just give shit to Anthony for just loving food.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's
That's
a
his-
shtick.
that's
but like,
his shtick,
If
yeah.
you didn't know, you'd be
Yeah.
like, "Fuck, Anthony." Mate.
He's getting a bit
They're
of a
pretty
shit go.
they're pretty lazy
Yeah, he's getting bullied, dude.
shticks. Like Jeff's
Yeah.
Jeff's is just that he sleeps.
Yeah.
That's
And,
pretty funny,
and Murray's
though.
is just he plays guitar.
yeah.
Like the guitar riffs on Big Red Car are so like Australian, like desert, like do 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 do. And the
Yeah.
tone, like the production's actually pretty nice
Yeah,
on the
it's-
Wiggles
it's-
album.
I think it's solid. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
I like the
The Rhodes, there's
the-
lots
the
of
trumpets
piano
and
and
stuff.
Rhodes in the, mixed in.
Mm.
Yeah. for
trumpets
sure.
are nice. I really
Greg's
like
vocals are super smooth as well.
Yeah, but I just
Super
Anthony's like, what would you call it? Just his talking parts.
Colloquialism. No.
Yeah, it's just like he'll
Yeah.
just like say something
What's that?
after any time Greg
Yeah.
sings. Like in is it Stop at the Lights? And he's just like, "Hey Greg, I love walking. I like walking. I love walking. Hey Greg." It's like, shut up. Let the
Yeah,
man
he does
sing.
do that a lot. Hey.
Yeah. It's kind of all he does.
He's butting in.
Wahoo! Is Wahoo?
Wahoo!
Is Wahoo? Was that his catchphrase? And I just didn't know because he does it every song.
Maybe
Every
I
time he
don't know.
says something. Wahoo! I love walking.
Wahoo!
I love
Wahoo,
food.
guys.
Wahoo! pretty cool.
Where's my fruit salad? Wahoo!
Cold spaghetti. Wahoo!
Oh no.
Should we get into the segments?
Wahoo.
Yeah, let's do
Yeah,
it.
let's smash him out.
Let's smash through it. All right, first up, you know what it is. It's Get Inked.
Get inked.
All right, we are making tattoo designs
Let's
from
go.
the song lyrics or something about these albums. All right, I'll go first. Mine for the Wiggles, pretty simple. It's just the song, food, brackets, how I love my food.
Mm-hmm.
You're just getting that tattooed on your neck.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just like in really emo font.
That's
that'd be
bad.
pretty
Um,
nice. Maybe
Maybe
like
in the color blue to resemble Anthony.
you could have like a grocery list of all of the different food that they name that.
On your
Just
chest.
name every
Wahoo!
single food.
Wahoo.
And then for Hi-5, from going out, I mentioned it before, catch a wave and swim like a trout. It's just a trout riding a surfboard, just like on your peck. Like just so cartoonish.
Yeah.
Nice.
Solid.
Very nice.
Yep,
Solid.
they are mine. Adam, what are yours?
Mine for the Wiggles. I just had for heads, shoulders, knees, and toes. It's just like labels all over my body. So like head, shoulders, knees, toes, and that's it. Just so I don't forget.
Nice,
good.
that's good.
Just a label on every body part. And then
Someone has.
for Hi-5. Oh, do you guys remember the mascot that they had? It's called Jup Jup.
No,
He just like used to just like pop out of the wall, like every time no one was looking, and he'd just be like,
Oh,
"Ah."
yes,
I
yes,
think
yes,
I
yes,
like a
yes.
weird little gremlin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I found like this. I'll send it to you guys. So it was just like this little grainy picture I found of him in like the Hi-5 hand, and it was so scary that I probably just want to get that somewhere, like really
Post it.
detailed.
We'll post it on
my stomach.
on the Instagram as well.
Yeah, he's a terrifying little boy.
Woohoo.
There you go.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Damn. Rightio.
Decent as. All right, Bradley.
Mine is off Wags the Dog Likes to Tango.
Great
Lyric
track.
is-
Hey, how funny are the song names?
And-
Just like God damn
I
it.
love how they say he says Rango.
Yeah, this is it. This is it. So the lyric is, "Wax a dog likes a tango. Wax a dog, he calls it Rango. Wax a dog, it rhymes with mango." I was singing just like wax a dog and like a mango, kind of like doing the tango together. And maybe he's like, you know how you bow down your partner to the ground? You might be doing that. Look, it's staring into the mango's drawn on eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like dancing with a mango, big cartoon dog.
Yeah, that's nice.
Pretty solid. And for her, this is so shit. I was just seeing like the Hi-5 logo, but it's just like on your hand, so it's just like hi.
Yeah.
That's
Sorry
pretty good,
about that
though.
one, boys.
Wait, I reckon they
No,
could have been
that
like
works.
6 of the most solid tattoo designs
Yeah,
yet.
good, pretty good.
We are on one today. Let's
Yeah.
keep it rolling with the pitch.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Oh no!
Here's where it goes downhill.
Get ready for
All
the
right, for those
absolute
people
car
tuning in
crash.
for the first time,
Ooh.
we are making movie plots from song titles and saying who stars in it. I'll go first. Keep the order.
Mm-hmm.
My movie is from the Wiggles album. It is called Henry the Octopus. Henry the Octopus, voiced by Jack Black.
Yeah.
I think we've mentioned Jack Black before, but he's perfect for this. You gotta have this role, Jack. All right, it's a fun, easygoing, and lovable octopus who lives in the deep sea. Also, it's a kids' movie.
Yeah.
You know, we're doing the Wiggles and Hi-5. He loves his life and he loves living, but one day he is swept away and caught by a fishing boat, and all hell breaks loose. By the way, it's pretty much Finding Nemo.
Nice.
He is taken to land, the place that no octopus ever wants to find themselves on. But Henry isn't like normal octopus. He has the ability to breathe out of water, and when he hears that the humans are planning on sucking all of the water out of the ocean, he knows he needs to stop it. Otherwise, his friends and family will die. Henry the Octopus follows Henry on his quest to put a halt to the humans' evil plans and his attempt to reunite with his people underwater.
Wow.
Nice.
Henry the Octopus coming out on fucking DreamWorks.
I feel a little bit better about mine.
Uh-oh. Not even Pixar, just DreamWorks.
Yeah,
So,
pretty generic. All right, Adam.
Mine's pretty shit. Mine's pretty weird, but I just don't know. It's not really finished. I don't know where I'm going with it. So
Okay.
just get ready for a big, long mumble of words. This is a psychological thriller.
Rightio.
It's called John Bradlem. Just because I thought that was so scary.
Yeah.
So it's
It was out of nowhere.
it-
It was out of character for the Wiggles.
It was. I don't know if it was scary back then, but now it's scary. Maybe it
It's
just was
so
normal
scary.
back then. Anyway, have you guys seen The Goonies?
No.
Okay, well, it's just like a adventure movie with some young kids, and it's got all 4 kids from that: Sean Astin, Josh Brolin, Jeff Cohen, and Corey Feldman. So they're 4 young misfit teenagers who are bored on their summer vacation in their hometown of Astoria, Oregon. One day they decide to play a game of hockey on the streets when Freddie Fingers, played by Corey Feldman, who's the bad boy of the group, accidentally shoots the puck right through the window of old John Bradlem's window, causing the old man to come out onto the street, grab the kid's hockey sticks and break them over his knee. The boys decide to pull a series of hilarious pranks on the old man in revenge, including egging his house, lighting fires to his lawn, and shitting in his mailbox. One night,
Classic.
while the boys are planning their next prank, Freddie goes missing. The boys quickly find pieces of his bloodied clothes and fear they might have sent old John Bradham over the edge. The kids then break into their home trying to find evidence when suddenly old John Bradham attacks the kids with a shotgun. The kids get away and run into the nearby forest and spend the rest of the movie running away from old John Bradham. And
Wow.
that's it. And I don't
For
know.
fuck's
I
sake.
don't think they survive.
John Bradham gets a laugh.
Yeah,
I
he
guess.
does. He gets the
Sounds
last
like-
laugh. John Bradham gets that last scary laugh.
Sounds like more of a horror movie than a psychological thriller.
Yeah. It's a work in progress. All right.
Psychological about it. Yeah.
Yeah, probably a
Good on
horror.
you.
Still writing the screenplay.
Yeah.
All right, Brad.
Okay, mine's half done. Quarter done compared to Adam's. It's called Inside My Heart, and it's going to be like a crossover between the Wiggles and Hi-5 in like a kids informational, educational sort of movie. Where okay, I'll read it out. So it's a crossover between the supergroups when they travel inside Wags the Dog's body to fix his heart that he hurt from eating too many smackos. So they go through. They get in like a super big red car that gets shrunk down because the Captain Featherfoot sword found like some treasure and had a shrink ray in it. So that's the premise of the movie. They found the shrink ray and Wags needs some heart surgery, so they go in there with a really big red car, and they sing songs about like each body part as they go through them. Kind of like that Futurama episode when they have to go to the colon to with the worms and stuff. I'm thinking a bit like that,
but like more kid friendly.
Yeah, so more like informational. They give some facts about each body part.
Yeah,
and they end up. I don't know what they're doing to the heart, whether it's like a full-blown
just do some
$1 million operation, or if it's just just pulling out some smackers. Yeah, whether it's a full artery.
They gotta get the jump. They gotta get the jumper leads out of the big red car and kickstart the heart.
Yeah, how about that? And he's dying, so it's a Resident song. Yeah,
kickstart my heart.
Wahoo! Wahoo, guys! And then
they all get electrocuted, and then Jeff wakes up.
Yeah.
Wahoo!
They crash because Jeff's falling asleep at the wheel.
And he's just eating the whole time. But something like that. Inside my heart.
That sounds good.
That sounds
That's
good.
probably the best one,
Ooh.
I reckon. That was nice, Brad.
Yeah, and you'd get something out of it for sure.
Yeah.
Nice stuff, Bradley.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's do the ad. All right, we have a playlist on Spotify called the Record Royale Ads, where you can find all of our favourite songs from the albums we've covered. These songs will stand out in that playlist when you're going through and you click next, and these ones
come
on
shuffle mode,
especially mine, because I'm putting in Wahoo Hey, I'm combing my hair today.
Yes, let's go.
That is the funniest song I've
funny
ever heard. Wahoo Hey, I'm combing my hair today. How are you gonna comb it? I might put it back. It's legit. They don't beat around the bush. They are singing about combing his hair today.
Nice.
Wahoo Hey, Greg. And then for Hi-5, I have Going Out, funnily enough. The lyrics are just fucking hilarious, and it's like a pop punk song. So I dug it.
Nice.
Yeah.
What are yours, Adam?
I'm probably gonna go. I was gonna say. No, I still will. I'll go. Wags the dog that likes a tango, because I just thought it was a pretty weird concept. And I like it. It's like nice tango song. It's got some heaps of woofs in it. And
you can't really hate much on these albums. It's more just like, I'm maybe like 18.
It's how much you can tolerate
it.
it, I think. Yeah.
I'll go. Wags the dog likes a tango.
Cool. And Hi-5?
Hi-5. I'll probably go. I'll go with Energy, I reckon. That's a big pump-up song.
That did bring the energy.
Does bring the energy. Yeah, I'll go with Energy.
Put Arnold Schwarzenegger to shame.
Yeah, it would.
Brad?
I'm going to go Dorothy the Dinosaur, I think.
Yeah.
I know it's like pretty unbearable with a voice, but I think the actual song is like my favorite. My favorite instrumentation. It sounds like the Beatles a bit.
Yeah,
I reckon. If you had another listen, like the chorus, I'm serious. Like,
I think the production is kind of like
Sgt.
that
Pepper's
style.
esque.
Yeah, it really is. I reckon they were probably influenced by it, and they were like, "Fuck it, let's do it.
Yeah.
We can legit do whatever we want." So they were like, "We'll make it sound like as much the Beatles as we can."
For sure.
Oh my! We just compared the Wiggles to the fucking Beatles.
That
is
fucked. I don't know if that's right.
I back it.
But
that is fucked.
We'll leave it there. No.
Have a listen.
I don't care. Hey, people listening, we're doing you a fucking favour by listening to these 2 albums throughout the week.
So you don't have
drop
to.
us a 5-star review and a dope ass rating. All right, Brad, what's your Hi-5 one?
I'm gonna go Move It, because there's a song in the pre-chorus before the final chorus where it's just like the drum loop and the acapella, and I think I'm gonna try and sample it. That's it actually kind of like goes off.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna.
It can be one of our new segment themes when you do it.
Definitely, we can do that.
Yeah.
They wouldn't know. Sony won't know.
God,
no.
All right, sweet. Lovely. Go follow that playlist. Any songs for the dump? I don't have any.
I don't know if you can.
Probably. Yeah, I kind of feel bad, but like
because they're like.
I reckon John Bradley, whatever that can go.
That can definitely go in there. That's not. All right. No kids are liking that track.
Yeah. So John Bradley by the Wiggles is going in the dump. You can also find that on Spotify. The Record Royale dump. There's not too many songs in there.
Maybe
A few Miley Cyrus songs.
Maybe Captain Feathersword's raincoat story.
No, it's too
good.
classic.
It's pretty good.
That's iconic.
It's too
yeah.
classic.
Whoa!
All right. Wahoo! Hey, all right. We're doing 2 truths and a lie. Wahoo! Alrighty. Too much fun. All right, Brad. I think you're up this week.
Yes, I sure am. All right.
All right.
You guys know how to play.
We know how to play.
2 truths, one's a lie. All right, number 1.
We got to figure it out.
Number 1. Kathleen DeLeon Jones from Hi-5 has writing credits on Truly Madly Deeply by Savage Garden. Number 2. In 2006, the Wiggles sold out 12 straight shows at the theater at the Madison Square Garden in New York. Number 3. Greg owns one of the biggest collections of Elvis Presley memorabilia in the world.
Greg.
Yeah.
Whoa, those are
they're
crazy.
Good. They're really good. Immediately, I think number 2 is true, but I also think that's what Brad would levitate towards.
I've got some more top points on.
I'm getting in too deep again. I'm trying to get into everyone's heads. And
how many shows? 12.
12 straight shows at the theater
When?
at Madison Square Garden. So not the Madison Square Garden itself. I think there's a theater attached to it.
When was it?
This is 2006.
Yeah, I believe that.
Yeah.
Wait, what's the theater? What's the capacity in that? Because Madison Square Garden itself is like 20,000.
Yeah, I'll have a quick look.
All right. Number 1, Savage Garden. Come on, they weren't in your head this week. Oh, that has to be true.
That has to be true. Eh?
Savage Garden, they're never in anyone's heads. Come on, what the fuck?
Sometimes they're in my head.
Savage. I can really see that happening.
Yeah. Oh, can you?
Yes, because I can't imagine Brad would have thought about Savage Garden.
Yeah, but maybe on some of these tracks, as I was saying before, it had like a bit of a.
You guys
weird,
are overthinking it a lot.
Yeah.
What's number 3 again?
He would have thought some of the tracks with her
Elvis
singing.
Presley.
Yeah.
That could be.
I'm going to say...
He might have a large collection, but it's not one of the largest in the world.
Yeah, I'm going to say... No, this is my thought process, and I'm looking at number 3. He doesn't have the largest in the world, one of the largest, because he kind of has like an Elvis Presley vibe when he sings, like... Kinda. Not really. Fuck it. I'm locking in 3.
So that's where I think I got it from.
I'm going to lock in 1.
Rightio. Were you locking them in?
Yeah.
All right, this is very interesting. So,
I'm wrong.
We're both wrong.
2006, the Wiggles did in fact sell out 12 straight shows at the theatre at Madison Square Garden.
Go on.
And Greg does own the 4th biggest collection of Elvis Presley memorabilia in the world.
You made the Savage Garden one up.
Yeah. No, because Kathleen DeLeon Jones is married to Daniel Jones from Savage Garden.
Oh, okay.
So that's where I put that together. And then I looked up the biggest song and I was like, oh, that fucking song. That song sucks.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I'll just say she has writing credits on it. So yeah.
There you go.
I've done the whole writing credits thing before and you fell for it. Will fell for it again.
Yeah, I just don't know. I'm not.
I never know when there's writing
truths and a
credits. I don't look that up. So yeah.
Damn, Adam
Happy
gets
days.
another point.
Yep.
He's so far ahead on that tally.
My thought process was definitely not right though. I thought that he was just like, some of these songs sound kind of like Savage Garden because they kind of do. Some of the beats on these do sound a little bit like it, so he would have just said that. But
a little bit.
There you go.
Same era as well. Yep.
Yeah, too easy.
Made that all up.
That leaderboard. Oh, did you look up the capacity for that theatre?
Oh, no, I didn't. I'll have a quick look.
While you do that, the leaderboard, Adam is just like 6 ahead of us, Brad. And I don't think there's any end date to the 2 truths and a lie. Hey, there's a new season coming up. We're going to have to think of some new segments. If anyone out there has some segment ideas that you think would pop off, throw them our way, please. And thanks.
Oh, 5,600 it is.
What is it?
5,600.
That's a lot. That's 60,000.
Yeah.
That's like 65,000 tickets in.
That's heaps.
12 shows. That's in New York City. That's awesome. All right, you know what it's time for. We got to rate these albums. Now, I don't know how we're going to do it. How do we put these albums up against albums that we've done?
I don't think we do. I think that
I don't know, eh?
Because if we
Let's just figure out which one's better.
It's a
maybe.
2 and a 1. Or like not even. because you can't. They're not even a 1. If we
Maybe
put them up against
we'll
stuff
just
we've
rank.
done.
We'll just rank them on what they are as children's albums,
Yeah.
and when we get to the bracket in a few weeks, a bracket episode, we'll decide what to do with them.
They'll just be fodder for the first round.
yeah, I think they will. All right, so let's do. Brad, do you have any
Jeez.
ratings for these?
Let's go.
Surely big red cars.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Let's go. Captain Feathersword's raincoat out of 10 raincoats, and
Out of 10 wahoos.
Yeah, we gotta do that. Out of 10
out of
wahoos.
10 wahoos,
Yeah.
and out of 10 times you're going out when you're 7 or 8 years old. Yeah, 10 times you're going out.
All right, let's do it.
Very difficult.
I'll continue the trend by going first. So the Wiggles,
Yeah.
Toot Toot out of 10. Wahoos! I'm going to go... Now, remember, we're judging this off children's albums. We're not comparing them to albums we've done. So if we give this a high score and you're thinking, why didn't you give Oasis a big score?
Yeah.
First of all, shut up. Secondly, don't worry about it. All right.
Cop it.
So the Wiggles, Toot Toot as a children's album,
Yeah.
it's very educational.
It
It's
is.
very important.
Yeah.
The production is slick as hell.
Yeah.
And it's funny. I don't even know if they meant to be funny, but it is hilarious as a 23-year-old listening to this album. So I'm going to go... it's so hard to give this out of 10, but I'm just going to say a 6 wahoos out of a potential
Yep.
10 wahoos.
Nice.
Let's go.
All right, Adam.
I'm going to go 7 wahoos on this one. So yeah, as
Yep.
wahoos, I think they are. Yeah, as I said before, and you said just then, the messages are very clear, very very clear on each song, and they're very different each song. So you're getting a little bit out of every one. You know, combing your hair, looking across the road, all that good stuff that you need as a kid.
Critical.
So I think it's a
Classic.
I think it's a 7. Yeah, very important to a kid's development, I believe.
Cool. I love it. All right, Brad.
Yeah. I dare say that this is maybe essential to a kid's upbringing in
Yeah.
Australia.
Should be part of the
I'm
curriculum.
going to give it an 8.
Yeah,
I'm
do
going
it.
to give it an 8. Wahoos. Out of 10. I think it's they have very clear lessons and they explain them in a very like fun way. You know, I climbed 10 stairs about counting.
Yep.
Head and shoulders, knees and toes is like a remembering game. You know, they can, and they do it in a very tasteful way, and it's iconic, I think. And they're one of the biggest Australian exports ever.
Yep.
And there's a reason for why they are, because they're so good. So yeah, I'm gonna go 8.
All right. Cool beans. Cool beans. All right, let's do Hi-5 Celebrate out of 10 times you go out. This is not what I expected from Hi-5. Like, they are legit talking about going to the club.
Yeah.
Or talking about
Yeah.
things that don't make sense, like climbing a tree.
Mm,
Which, why would you want to tell kids to climb a tree?
that's true.
No, they're gonna get hurt.
Yeah,
But
it was a confusing album, but there was
yeah,
in terms of the music, kind of dope for
Yeah.
a kids album.
Yeah.
I think whoever wrote these songs
very
had some fun,
2000s.
in the studio.
Yeah.
But overall, not as iconic. Maybe these aren't their biggest songs, but I'm gonna go 4 times you go out. So I'm going out 4 times.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow suit there
Fair.
with 4 times that you go out. Same reason. I think maybe these songs might have made more sense because you know how they used to do it, like the song and then they do the episode about the song.
Yeah,
Maybe it made
Yeah.
more sense within like the context, but
yeah, that makes sense.
I don't think your kids are getting any messages out of this. But some of the beats are banging. That's for sure.
for sure.
yeah.
But that's not what you want in a kid's album, I don't think. It doesn't matter.
No.
You need the characters and you need the messages, and that's it. So, yeah. There we go.
4 times you're going out.
4
All right,
times.
Brad, bring it home.
Rightio. Let's go. 4 feels pretty good, but I feel like I'd just be copying you guys.
Nothing wrong with that. We've done it before.
Ooh. Alright, let me talk myself into something here. Because, yeah, you just don't get like the characters that you do with the Wiggles. Like, you can't really identify, even though there's like usually 1 or 2 people singing in the whole Hi-5 album. But yeah, I think it's just the show came first, and then these songs are more of like a afterthought. They're definitely like TV stars first, and then musicians and not they wrote the songs or anything, but performers, music performers second. So I'm guessing this was like a kind of like a cash grab. Let's just put it on CD and let's get some money.
Yeah,
and they did.
But the beats are crazy. Beats,
they are.
Like, I fuck with this sort of like mid 2000s housey, dancey sort of stuff. Yeah, maybe let's go 5.
All right.
Yeah.
Nice stuff. So we got there in the
5 times you're going out.
Cool. By the way, once again, just gonna say it again. Don't compare these numbers to albums we've done before. When we get to the bracket episode in a few weeks, you'll see it's all G. But
or will you?
The Wiggles who knows? The Wiggles might come out on top. No, they're not. All right, the Wiggles, Toot Toot, 21 out of 30. Well done. To Hi-5's, 13 out of 30. The Wiggles, Toot Toot, gets the win.
Thank God.
Yeah, that was...
Justice is served.
After the first listen, I was like, the Wiggles are better.
They got it, yeah.
Toot Toot Chugga Chugga Big Red Car on its own could have beat this Celebrate.
I've always
by
wanted
Hi-5.
a big red car as a kid.
It's not too late, my bro.
Sick.
It's never too late.
Subi's about a car.
Maybe I will.
Maybe a new car.
You get a big red car.
I will. Thanks, guys.
And you can drive it far.
I
You
will.
can do whatever you want, mate.
Alrighty. Let's wrap this. Let's bring this home.
Enough of that.
Alrighty, next week on the show, we've had to have a bit of a reschedule with the guests, so you're just going to have us 3 boys back again. And we're doing 2 albums by 2 bands that we really wanted to do anyway. We're doing Kiss Chasey and their album Hymns for the Non-Believer, and Series and their album Drag It Down on You. That's going to be fully sick. For now, though, we bid you goodbye. You can follow us on the socials at Record Royale, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Check out our website, www.recordroyale.com.au. We have not updated that recently, but we might. Who knows? Just check it out. And make sure you follow and join our private, all fun, no rules Facebook group, the Record Royale Epic Facebook group Royale.
It is crazy in there.
And if you're from New Zealand, hit us up through that. If you have any segment ideas, hit us up through that. Do what you want. Have a good week. Enjoy your week. Wahoo! Hey! Wahoo! Wahoo!